All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Buffalo Bills and the Houston Texans. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Watch a slant. 25. Check 25. Switch.
Give him 3 there on the first play. The game, and it's second down.
He was brought down by James Bradbury. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 26-yard line.
Set, hut. 10, touchdown. Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go. Say, head, yeah. Shit. Watch the shit. He's coming. We got double up. Under 10.
Now the Auburn product, Corey Grant. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Kaiser to throw it. It's complete to Fuller. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away. Well, he's certainly not going to see a better punt than that. Definitely taking a chance, because if that thing clips the pylon, it comes out to the 20, but instead, it goes out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
Let's go,
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo 1st down. Out from the shadows of their goal line, here's 1st and 10 from the 11. To the air, Allen. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. And officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19. Fournette, a 1st down carry. 11 yards and a Buffalo 1st down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Looking to throw again on second down. Allen stepping up. He's going to keep it. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 43. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 43. Fournette running out of the gun. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Allen fakes the give and keeps himself. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Watch the run. 5 wide. 22's coming. 22's coming. Mike. You got nothing.
Throwing on first down is Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox, the former Mississippi State Bulldog, ringing the cowbell there on the sack.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
Another try after the first down sack. Allen, and this is caught by Watkins. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Allen now on 3rd and goal. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Leonard Fournette, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And it's 7-0 Buffalo.
Makes the score Bills 7, Texans nothing. Brandon McManus set to kick off.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Now again, right side, Grant. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
Ready? Check, check. Lucky.
Now a give, right side. Grant takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Check, check, check. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Check, check. Ready.
On 3rd down, it's Grant, and he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Gerald McCoy is always going to be linked with Ndamukong Suh. They came into the NFL in the same draft class. There's a lot of debate about who was going to be the better defensive tackle. They just do it 2 different ways. McCoy, more movement, more elusiveness. That allowed him to make the play there for a short gain.
Kaiser, and this is going to be intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Alert blow, alert blow, alert blow.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
Watch the pass. Check, 55, come on.
So after the INT, it's Allen. And this one complete to Smith. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat.
You 56, 56. You ain't doing nothing.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Allen eluding the pressure right. Going deep, and at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. That one good for 37 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. To the shotgun snap to Allen. Escaping the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Allen fakes the give and keeps himself. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Leonard Fournette with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bills will add on to their lead. McManus's point after is good. And it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down.
Check. Switch. Tighten up.
Working out of the gun. Here's Kaiser. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now Leonard Fournette. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy 1st down conversion. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Two minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Looking downfield for Jones. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Allen going to throw. It got his man complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big 30-yard play on 3rd. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Allen's throw is complete, and he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
He's got a man. It's Williams. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the 1st. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On 2nd and 9, Allen. This complete to Jones. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. From the gun, it's Allen. Forced out to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Jonnu Smith, the tight end, is intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Here's Allen. Flushed out right. eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. The kick by McManus is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Hey, we got 3 down, 3 down. 52's the mark, boys, 52. Here we go. Undercrunch.
Allen now looks to throw. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to make it 4th down. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. This one angles out of bounds at a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Now they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They go back to Grant, and he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Now 3rd down is looming, a pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
And he finds a man on a crossing route. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston 1st down. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. They'll throw here. Kaiser. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Emmanuel Agba able to record his 5th sack of the season. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. This is Grant. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Kaiser. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde, and they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Allen now on first down. That's Stills bringing it in. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Allen now 13 out of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a first down.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. 6 guys. Pass 85.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
It's complete. Stills. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
Check. Alert. Check out.
On third down, Fournette. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Leonard Fournette, his third touchdown of the game and fourth on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
Well, 3 scores in this game. I think that deserves some type of a broad gesture. I know in hockey, that's called a hat trick, and people throw their hats out on the ice. What about us? What can we do for this guy?
Well, if I'm his teammates, I'm buying him a little steak dinner tonight, right? At least a skirt steak, probably a filet.
Oh, you're going big. I like that.
Yeah, I mean, skirt at minimum,
skirt
filet
steak.
at maximum.
You can't give the guy a skirt steak.
That's
He
true.
scores 3
Filet,
times. There you go.
10 ounce, 16 ounce.
Porterhouse.
Fine. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said has been. And this is caught. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Will Fuller, his second touchdown on the season. And the Texans get a bit closer. From the shotgun, it's Kaiser. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Houston, it's the Bills with the lead and the football here to begin the fourth quarter. Allen fakes the give and keeps himself. That's out to his running back, Fournette. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make it second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
2nd and 5 now. Allen stepping up. He's going to keep it. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
I got it.
A shotgun give to Fournette. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. The Bills on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is third down and 12. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. J.J. Watt able to record his 5th sack of the season. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. On first down, Grant. And some room to work. Accelerating, and off he goes. Touchdown, Houston. Corey Grant, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans cut into that lead. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns.
A big seam, and he might go all the way. The 20, 10, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Leonard Fournette, 75 yards. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description, because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball, but how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Hey, 25 to Mike. We're going 25.
A first down throw for Kaiser. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Kaiser to throw it. That's complete to his running back, Grant. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Here's Kaiser. Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all. And it's been a long day for this crowd waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
Now Kaiser. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Kaiser Throw left side complete. That's Grant. And he will lose yardage here back at the